Hi, nice to see you again. And we're starting a new video. And in this video, I'm going to share my future plans, what I'm planning to knit. I haven't had that type of situation in many years. Well, maybe not in many, but for a very long time. Yes. I have cleared all my needles. I have only the last pair of sock left where I started doing toe decreases. So it's this little left on both socks. So it's practically nothing. And now I'm planning to start knitting many projects. I'm afraid to start too many because then they never end and you have to see the same things, projects for a very long time. But I really want to start. First, I'm going to start knitting the big projects, sweaters. The first one is on me. I will put the B-roll on how it looks on me. I showed it already several times, I guess. For those who are new or don't remember, so I bought a sweater like this in the shop. It was like factory made. It was made of acrylic, I guess, 100%. But I liked the shape. I liked how it was cut. And after wearing it, it got like very horrible, like pills. I undid the seams and put on a big piece of paper and transferred it on paper. And just then I just measured all the lines and made a little scheme and knitted this for myself. And now my colleague wants to have the same sweater. She started knitting a vest 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, and never finished. She bought tin silk mohair from Sannes Garn, but she knitted this much and she stopped. And I had the same color yarn, just alpaca wool. Let me show you. So this is her wool, tin silk mohair. This is light sage color and the number is color 8521. I don't know if it's discontinued or not. And my yarn, you can see how similar in color they are, is mini alpaca from Sannes Garn and its color is 8031. So I put these two yarns together and I started knitting. There's not much to show. It's just a long piece of fabric being knitted. That's how it's knitted. Now let's look at the scheme in my knitting book. So this is my first knitting book. I don't know how old it is. It doesn't say the year, but like I have different things here, some ideas that I liked, and so on. And here is, and by the way, I've knitted most of them. All this, I knitted this, I knitted that sweater for my daughter, I knitted this for my daughter and this for me. So I've knitted so many things on here. And this is the schematics of my sweater. So it's, if you want, you can use this and knit it for yourself. So you have to pick up the stitches here and knit up So the length of the fabric of your sweater piece is 120 centimeters. It's 1.20 meters. So yesterday it took me 3 times to unravel this little bit because I would knit a bigger piece than this, then pin it to the carpet and measure and again unravel and add some more stitches until I got the right width. And then you knit 80 centimeters and you have to knit 76 centimeters straight. Then you have to make several decreases on both sides. They are usually like straight like this. You just every other row. And you leave, and at the same time you make a little bit of shape the neckline. And you leave 22 centimeters for sewing up. And the neckline should be 60 centimeters. Then where you have pink X, you have to sew these two parts together to do the same here. And this is the sleeve. So your hand will go in here. And these pink lines, you have to sew live stitches together. And it will come here. So it will be the front. That's it. It's so simple. And then the neckline and all the perimeter, you finish with an I-cord edging. You can see. You can use any yarn that you have and any needles. All you have to do is to get 120 centimeters width. That's it. And knit 80 to the top. Very, very simple. But I like how it looks like. I like wearing it. It doesn't fall off your shoulders. It's not a poncho. It's not a sweater. It's not a cardigan. It's something in between. Looks a bit different. That's what I like. So if you like it, take a screenshot and use it. It's in my language, but I explained it, and you can put it in some ChatGPT or translator and translate those several words. Then another sweater I want to make is the sweater I saw on Pinterest. Here is the photo, and I really like it. From what I can see here, it's in Tasha, and the front and the back parts are knitted separately and then sewn together. And I really like the blocks of the same color, though some with the pink sweater is also nice with the gray. Especially I like the sheer sweaters, the see-through sweaters. The only problem is that I don't really want to be them so sheer, so I don't know what to do in my case. I was planning to use this yarn. This is Yorkshire. I don't know if it's Yorkshire Spinners. It's not Yorkshire Spinners. It's something else, Yorkshire something. And I don't know even what it is. The label is somewhere lost in my yarn. And I have 2 balls of this. It's super, super thin, like lace yarn. And I also got Filcolana Tilia. They are very similar in color. This is a bit more gray and this has more blue. And I thought if I combine these two for the sheer parts and this for the like thicker parts. Maybe that could be the case, or maybe to use these two and then these two. I have to knit several samples to see which combination looks best, but I have the yarn and I love this idea. I've had it in the saved pins for several years, this sweater, but now I think it's time to start knitting it. So that's my second project. The third project is the most complicated one because these two are very easy. There's nothing to do. Well, you have to knit. It still takes time, but it's not a complicated knit. The last one, let's look at the sample that I was knitting. So here at the bottom, I've used 2 strands of this lace yarn and 1 strand of mohair. Here I used 1 strand of this lace yarn and 2 strands of mohair. Here I used 2 strands of mohair only. Here I used 1 strand and I was purling on both sides. And I decided that I will use, for the sides, I will use 2 strands of mohair, and for the intarsia bits, I will use 1 strand of lace yarn and 2 strands of mohair. And I did that. Can you see a big difference where the mohair ends and the lace yarn starts? So it's here. It starts from here. When I lift it, so you could see the difference right in front of the sun. So it's clearly seen. But I will be wearing with a black tank top. So on dark, it's not so clear at all. It's very little difference. So I think I will have to unravel up to here. And for this square or rectangle, I will have to take 2 strands of lace yarn. The only problem that is here with that is the halo is very little compared to the halo on here. So, but I don't want to do the purling bit. Then it would be very distinct if I used only like one strand of lace yarn. But I'm not very fond of this effect. So I thought I would do like just the darker color but in stockinette. And now I am lost. So now on Friday, it's Friday. I will go and water my plants and think what to do with this. Most probably I will go with 2 strands of lace yarn here. Not very convenient to work because so many balls. 2 balls of mohair, 2 balls of mohair plus 1 strand of lace, 2 balls of mohair. So it's a lot. So it's not very easy to knit. So like when you lift it, it looks so nice. I like that it's so subtle, the difference, but it's visible. But when you put here, it's like nothing. Is the sweater that I saw on Pinterest as well, and it includes actual lace. So you can see here. So maybe I have to move maybe here. So it has actual lace here, and I find it very, very nice. In fact, fact, I found two ways of making them. So you can see the lace, and there are pearl stitches or garter stitches around, and then you knit the garment, and there is a bit of the knitting fabric above the lace band. And the other sample is the lace is at the beginning of the sweater, and then you knit down. And there's no garter stitch, it increases and decreases to even out the fabric so you could knit in the round later. So now I faced a little problem. It's very difficult to find lace here. So then I went to AliExpress and looked at the lace. I found this. It's nice, minimalistic, but you can't choose the length. It just says 1 yard or something, and that's it. And sometimes there are no 2 yards to choose. So for example, if I put it like this, it's too short. If I put it like this, because it's a straight band, it doesn't bend. So it will be, can you see? It doesn't take the shape of your body. It also doesn't work. Then I ordered another lace. Like that. Besides, the colors are very, very limited. You can get white, because it's for wedding dresses, black, and some beige, and I found one gray. That's it. So here it's a bit better, but I'm not sure if it will, I can make it lay down nicely on me. Kind of. Maybe it's possible to cut into the lace and sew it together so it's, so for example, if I cut here, then I could go on top and sew, so it should give a bit of the bending, see? So it's possible to do with that one. And I quite like it. Maybe not the best lace, but quite okay. And you can see that in those sweaters, it's used 2 strands, 2 different colors, either 2 different mohair or 1 mohair and another a bit thicker yarn. Here I haven't decided what yarn to use. I have some black, I think, mohair. And for the second one, I have no idea, maybe to use this one, but it looks too light, though if I mix it with a black mohair, like 3 stripes, 3 rows, 3 rounds of this and 3 rounds of black, or 2 rounds of this and 3 of black, maybe that would look nice. What do you think? What do you think? So these are my 3 sweater projects. Did I mention I ordered the other one, the other color? It's gray. So I will wait for it to come, and then I will make up my mind. So now let's talk about the socks. I decided to start 3 pairs. I have chosen yarn for 2 pairs, and the third is I'm still thinking. So The first one is just for pure joy. So this is Sake yarn, dark navy blue, and this Drops Fiesta I showed you last time. So I think they will be bright and beautiful with these two colors. This will be the main color, and this will be those colorful stitches, little stitches running down the socks. So I think that is a very nice combination. Another pair, they will be all men's size, because as you know, I'm knitting for soldiers. So I could ship to Ukraine. We have here a charity organization that regularly delivers different things, from medical equipment to clothes and dishes and different like things. So it's very easy for me just to put in the minivan, and I'm sure they will reach the right people. So another is to get rid of this yarn. This is Sake yarn. This is Sake yarn. But I don't like this color. I don't like the gray, light gray. I don't like the light blue. I don't like anything here. Really, like, it's the yarn that says nothing. So I just want to use it up. So I will go with the gray. Just a very simple, plain, beautiful, beautiful pair of pair of socks. And for the third one, I don't know. I have to go through my sock yarn stash and carefully pick the colors that I want. I want to do something bright, maybe. We will, so this idea is not fully developed. So now I'm going back to knitting my sweater, and we will see very soon when I have what to show you.